Made man, back at it again with another quick hit. Thought I'd get on here real quick. Got a minute to myself, so thought I'd get on here with the boxing fam. Now, the thing is this. It seems like every time that I make a Deontay Wilder vid, I get swarmed with a lot of comments about the 120 million. Oh, man. Your boy Wilder, he is this, he is that, he is that, he is this. He turned down 120 million. Most importantly, he is out of his mind. That's what the detractors tell me. How can you turn down that amount of money? So y'all see in the title, I asked the question, was it right or was it wrong? And the only answer that I can give you is I don't know. I'm going to be honest with you. I do accept the fact that is a lot of money. 120 million is a lot of fucking money. But I also understand the reason that Wilder did it. And we're going to tell that story. The thing is that I can understand points in both sides of that coin. Because like I told you, man, and maybe because I'm just a everyday citizen or whatever, that I can't understand the magnitude of it. But for me, 120 million is a lot of damn money, bro. Let's go to the beginning. First off, during the Dominique Brazil fight, which was Deontay Wilder's last fight, he was approached by Eddie Hearn and the network DAZN. This is for those who don't know. And they came to him prior to that fight and say, hey, we got two deals for you. One is a 3-fight deal worth 100 million, in which you will face Dominique Brazil for 20 million. And then we'll give you 2 Anthony Joshua fights for 40 million apiece. And then the second deal will be a 4-fight deal for 120, in which you will face Dominique Brazil for 20 million. Another fight after that, it was rumored to be Dillian White. And then 2 fights with Anthony Joshua for a total of 120 million. Which one do you want? Also, if you take a deeper look, it was also said that at the time that even if Deontay Wilder would have lost to Dominique Brazil, they still would have gave him the Anthony Joshua fights. So that's the scenario. What up, Ray Bands? What's up with you, man? Hope you're on, little man, working it out, man, all day, man. What's up, famo? What's up with you, man? Last of a Dying Breed in the building. What up, homie? Ronnie Boy Fresh back in the building. What up, though? What up, though? Digging up some old news, man. You know what I'm saying? But we got to tell it because it seems like a lot of people are confused out here. So, now that's a hell of a deal, you would think. Now, Deontay Wilder, these numbers intrigued him. He said, yo, I'm going to go and take a closer look at these things. So he got his team together. He got Shelly Finkel. He got Al Heyman. He got anybody, J. Diaz, whoever. And took him on over there to have a conversation with DAZN. Then it started to being revealed that the Wilder side, they just wanted to know, okay, you telling me I'll make 40 million in this fight, 40 million in that fight. Here's a question. How much is he making? And then shit got quiet. Oh, well, it should be concerned of you what he's making. You should just be worried about what you're making and why you're worried about what he's making. Well, I don't want to know if this fight generates, I don't know, 120 million, that he ain't too much getting the short end of the stick. Then he says, okay, well, so you don't want to tell me what I'm making. All right, cool. Then he think about it, and he says, well, if I take this deal, that means for the next 4 fights, I'm on DAZN. No choice. I'm making good money, but I'm on this app. Took a look to the other side of the room and says, and I'll be leaving. At that point, he had fought 12 fights on Showtime. I'll be leaving my whole crew behind that helped build me. The same way that Anthony Joshua did. When he signed a 6-fight deal, and when it was time to fight Wilder, he got out of Dodge. And they wanted him to do the same thing. So he said, nah, man, I'm not doing that. And then allegedly Showtime comes to him and says, hey, we got a deal for you. We'll give you a deal. You may not make that much, but you'll make in that ballpark. And most importantly, we'll give you the options of going and fighting on other networks, going and fight any way you want. And as you see as the example today, well, Steven Espinoza stood at his side by the Dominique Brazil fight. But here in the next fight, where's he fighting? On Fox. So they told him, no, we'll get you roughly about that amount of money. But most importantly, we'll give you freedom. And so this had to make Deontay Wilder go, damn, 120 million, or I don't know, maybe a little bit shorter than that, give or take a few million, 60, 70, 80, maybe, who knows? And on top of that, I have freedom, which means the Tyson Fury fight would still be there. Them over there, they not going nowhere. Then he starts thinking, where's my core fan base? It's here in America. Me going on that app, will my core fan base see me? Will I continue to grow as a brand if I go somewhere that they don't see me? And so he thought about all of these things, and he decided to stay with Showtime. And he says, well, I'll stay here with my original crew, and I'll make a little bit less money, but I'll have access to the powers of CBS, Showtime, Fox, Disney. I'll have access to these type of conglomerates to be put on with NFL, college football, which means that my brand will continue to grow. So I'll have a nice amount of money, right? I'll have freedom, and I can continue to grow my brand. Can I do that on DAZN? Riddle me that. Ronnie Boy Fresh says, Slim, they want the boxing public to pay for turning down the 120 million. You talking about that $75 price tag? I hear that, homie. I hear that. That's why Al Heyman has been beefing with DeBella, because Lou showed Wilder the money. Yeah, man. But the deal is, though, so now here we are today, though. Were you seeing numbers coming out about Wilder fight after this event? He has to a major marketing machine and big corporate conglomerates. And that's the decision he made. So the reason he turned down that 120 was for that freedom. Now, keep in mind, when Steven Espinoza came out or Shelly Finkel came out, they never disclosed the numbers of the deal. So for those who saying that, the dude is making no money or whatever, you don't know this because they never came out with it. So how do you know? All the stuff that Al Heyman and PB got his hands into and Sam Watts, they got their hands into, you don't know where the money coming from. You just know that they told him that we're going to get you. We're going to make sure you straight financially, and we're going to give you outs. That's all they know. And here today, Wilder ain't even on the best page with Showtime right now. He ain't feeling Showtime right now, according to Deontay Wilder. So clearly all that family talk he was saying with Showtime was garbage, because he ain't even rolling with them right now, and he talking down on them. The point I'm making is, but he had the freedom to make a move. There would have been no freedom on DAZN. Last of a Dime Breeze says Showtime shitted on him, though. Exactly. And now you see him with Fox. But imagine being crapped on like that and not being able to have the ability to move. Not having another network to be able to go to. You know what I'm saying? And that would have been the situation at DAZN. And look at Canelo Alvarez, the cash cow of boxing. Numbers are declining. Brand is not growing. And that's what Wilder's looking at. Wilder's looking at himself like, I have control amongst the heavyweight division over the biggest market in boxing, which is the American market, or should I say the most lucrative one. Walking over to DAZN would have delivered a lot of that power to DAZN. Wilder wasn't willing to do that. He was willing to stay where he was at and say, I'll just stay with these big dogs over here and I'll give it to them, as long as they pay him right. I hope they paying him right. And this is the reason I tell y'all, man, I can't say whether he made the right decision or the wrong decision. I know that's a lot of money, but that money came with no options, almost in a nutshell. You know what I'm saying? While the Brazil fucked up the Showtime budget though and tried to meet the zone halfway. Yeah, and they also put that fight on regular TV. They didn't even put that on show on pay-per-view. So I'm sure they had to dig deep to keep Wilder over there. But it is what it is. Wilder said, look, like I tell you, he just preferred to look, I'll take a few shorts for more freedom. That's, I mean, that's just the golden question that a lot of fight fans who struggle with this, and they say, "Well, I can't understand it. I can't get it, man. That's a lot of money. I can't understand it." The question you have to ask yourself is, do you want to continue to grow your brand, or just say, "Well, have someone else basically buy you out," because your brand ain't gonna grow over there on the zone. It just ain't. Oh, you say I'm in and out last of a dime breed? Apologies for that, fight fans. We about to get away from this way of doing videos. I just thought I did it this week for the first time and just thought it was pretty cool, real handy, but I'm not feeling the sound quality and I'm not feeling the streaming and buffering issue. So I'm going to stop. Only time I'll do this type of streaming is when I'm at home on the mic and maybe we got guests on, you know what I'm saying? But other than that, I'm going to leave this alone because I'm definitely not feeling the quality. So thanks for that heads up, last of a dime breed. Lawrence Williams in the building. What's up, fam? What's up with you, man? I got Supreme Beast Boxing Talk in the building. Salute, homie. Salute to you. DMV all day. You know what I'm saying? D-Lo 404 Boxing in the building. What up, though? What up, though, man? What's good, man? Yes, sir. Lawrence Williams says, didn't the Zone CEO, John Skipper, apologize to Team Wilder for not being prepared at the meeting? Yeah, he did. He did. And they said he went all out to try to get Wilder. I don't deny their intentions. You know what I'm saying? I don't deny the fact that they really wanted the man. But I'm just trying to tell people who think that, well, Wilder, the decision that he made wasn't a smart decision. You got to look at the choices that was in front of him. And I get it. You know, you think about the situation, how it played out. Anthony Joshua lost, or he got knocked out. Oh, that could have been Wilder. You don't know that. That was Andy Ruiz, who landed a punch from the gods. So you don't know that. You know what I mean? All I'm saying is he had a hell of a decision to make. And it's a pivotal moment in his career, one that may pay off big or one that he may regret. Who knows? But all I do know is he betted on himself. I can't say if it was right or wrong, but I can say it was a gamble. And it was a huge risk. But he took it. And he's doing okay. And most importantly, he has the American market. See, it's like, let me be honest with you, man. It's like Wilder's like Michael Jackson, you know, and hear me out, man. Michael Jackson had something that everybody wanted, which was his catalog, which was that ATV catalog, right? That one that had the Beatles and stuff in it. He had it and everybody wanted it. So everybody was coming from every corner, paying on whatever he wanted to try to buy that thing up off him. And that's how Wilder is. Wilder knows he has something valuable. And that valuable is the American market. Now, I know a lot of people may say, well, man, how is it that a year prior to this, he was willing to take 15 million flat? 15 million flat. And then he turns down 40 million. I tell you why. A little fight called Tyson Fury. When the Tyson Fury fight happened, Wilder bossed up. The price changed. His exposure became at a different level. So things changed. This is why you saw, I don't know if y'all remember, Eddie Hearn was throwing so many deals across towards Wilder way prior to that Tyson Fury fight because he knew what was going to happen. He knew that if I don't get this dude under contract now, the price is going to rise big time after the Tyson Fury fight, especially if he would have beaten Tyson Fury. Now, you look at Wilder's trajectory now. The Tyson Fury fight going down in February. He got this fight coming up this weekend. 2 big monumental fights. He'll make 2 very, very good bags of money off those fights. Would he made probably would even have got into the zone deal? Probably not. But he's in that ballpark. And on top of that, he got freedom. He is fighting a ESPN fighter on pay-per-view. and he's betting on himself. I'm not expecting a lot of y'all to get it. It takes a certain person, a mindset to get it. You dig? If you've never been an independent type person or a hustler or just a business owner, you understand the concept of instead of being controlled, instead of being owned, instead of being limited, I'd rather just bet on myself for no limits. I might lose, but I might win. You know? Ronnie Boy Fresh says, yeah, a lot of shorts. A lot of shorts. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. D-Lo 4 Boxing says, well, Showtime was given first shot. Wilder made his move. That was the whole issue, flexibility and freedom to maneuver. Now, exactly, bro. Straight up freedom. Now, a lot of people will say, well, no, man, he was being controlled. I don't deny that either. I look, man, one thing I'm not naive to is that there's a lot of small print and a lot of contracts in boxing. So maybe he was. But one thing about this is that a big difference is you think about also a year prior when AJ asked for the 50 million and he got the 50 million. Well, he turned that down. And AJ's reason for turning that down was, well, first off, I have to pay this person, I have to pay that person. He started to go down the road like that wasn't going to be enough money when we all know that was crap. But he turned down a record amount of money. The difference is he actually asked for that money as opposed to Wilder, who didn't. He just asked for his fair share. Wilder sent them an offer 50 million or 50%, whichever one is greater. But he turned that down because he looked at his numbers, and for whatever reason or another, he says, no, I can make out better by doing this. That was his decision. He knows his numbers, just like it was Wilder's decision, because Wilder knows his numbers. I don't hear nobody complaining. Silver Salomo in the building. What up, famo? What's up with you, man? What's going on, man? What's going on? D-Lo 4 Boxing says, do you blame them? They needed Wilder. Look where they went, all the way to KSI and Paul. Exactly. They knew that Wilder was the only key to this market. They were trying to make that splash here in America. They knew that if they had Wilder on the forefront, trying to make that splash here in America, it would have made the transition so much more easier. This is why I tell y'all that Wilder has something that all the other heavyweights don't have, and that is the American market. You see Tyson Fury trying to get it. Now, I'm not sitting back saying that, oh, well, Deontay Wilder, look at his numbers. They're off the chart. Yeah, well, all the Americans support him. That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying when you put this on the grand scheme of things amongst the other heavyweights, Wilder is by a mile in the forefront. There is no other heavyweights that can sell a pay-per-view in this country like Deontay Wilder. Now, you may say the numbers are low, or they're not this, or they're not good enough for you. But you compare them to any other heavyweight, and no one coming close. So that means that Wilder has the market, and they want it. And he ain't selling it for cheap. Respect. Renee Box Young in the building. What up, fam? What's up with you, man? What's going on? What's going on, man? D-Lo 4 Boxing says DAZN is still in need of a breakthrough in the U.S. market all day. Bro, that KSI Logan Paul ain't do it for him, bro. It ain't do it for him. And I mean, they still ain't. Then for them to make the splash that they did with the AJ fight, and for AJ to lose that fight, man, that set them back a little bit more. They ain't winning over no subscribers with that. You know what I mean? And, they got ways to go. And Wilder has it. And then by him staying where he is with Fox, all the exposure to my UK brethren, y'all don't understand because y'all not here. The networks that Wilder is affiliated with here in America is humongous. Huge. The biggest. He is being put on after football games and stuff that attracts millions of eyeballs. He is getting the most exposure possible here. Y'all don't understand it because y'all over there, and I get it. But y'all don't get it, man. Fox is humongous. And that's who Deontay Wilder riding with. ESPN is humongous. Why do you think Tyson Fury chose them? One of y'all networks, BT Sports, linked up with ESPN. The big networks are here. If you want to grow your brand, money financial wise, if you do it right, you can hit it out the park here. And that's what Wilder's betting on. Y'all gotta understand that, man. Y'all gotta understand that. Ronnie Boy Fresh say, man, Wilder made a horrible decision, and I ain't giving him no $75 welfare checks, you know. Hey, man, I'm supporting my man Bomb. Man, come on, man. Y'all gotta support Bomb Squad, man. Come on, man. Hey, this is a hell of a fight, Joe. This is going to be a nail-biting, on the edge of your seat fight. That a knockout is definitely expected, man. You can't ask for much more, man. Come on, man. Show that man some love, Ronnie Boy. You dig? Muhammad Ali say, think Wilder will bag a bigger deal if he wins the Fury rematch all day. That can happen. That's a very big possibility. His horizons are wide open. We don't know how much it's going to benefit Deontay Wilder a hell of a lot if he can get past Tyson Fury. If he gets past Tyson Fury, Slim, it's going straight up. I mean, Deontay Wilder's asking price. He gonna boss up, boss all the way up if he can get Tyson Fury head on that wall. I'm trying to tell you something. Victory's over. Then we're gonna start taking a look at resumes if he gets past Tyson Fury, and we're gonna start seeing who got the biggest wins then, and we're gonna start seeing if that price tag goes up for my man Bomb Squad. You dig? His future is wide open. And this is another thing. And I always go to this point, but of course nobody has no answers. And maybe Ronnie Boy Fresh, you can help me out with this one, homie, because you say that you think that Wilder made a bad decision. So why should Wilder have signed to DAZN if AJ not even signed to DAZN? AJ getting his money from Sky Sports. He's still in the pay-per-view business. Why is it that AJ can skirt around signing with DAZN, but Wilder has to lock it on in? You dig? Riddle me that. Angel Santos in the building. What up, fam? What up, though? What's up with you, man? Oh shit! Let me highlight this one. Oh, bruh. Angel Santos say, stop trying to justify Wilder's epic plunder, bruh. Stop it. No, sir, bro. But hey, Angel, let me ask you, man. How can you not understand the concept of gambling on yourself? Why is that so hard to understand? You know what I'm saying? Why isn't he wrong for saying that, hey, I want my freedom. I want to be able to move. Not to mention when you're talking financials, like I told you earlier, you heard Steven Espinoza. I don't know how much you want to believe it, or Shelly Finkel, say that, look, he's making just not quite as much money, but he's up there. And on top of that, he got freedom to go with it. Is that honestly the worst decision in the world? Is that the worst decision in the world? To bet on yourself, especially when you know your worth. Take in mind the price didn't rise up for Wilder to $40 million until after the Fury fight, which means that he knows that his worth has risen. They know that his worth has risen. And if he defeats Tyson Fury, his worth is going to go through the roof. Might be a little bit more than they can afford, truth be told. You know what I mean? I'm biased in the building. I already know I'm about to get some shit with this one. Wilder has the American market. Just curious to how long Canelo has been broadcasted in America. How long Canelo has been broadcasted in America? Can you answer that? I mean, you want the exact number? I don't know, for years, bro. I mean, what's the point? What's the point? Give me your point. You know what I'm saying? Let's not try to do trap questions. Let's just answer tell me what your point is. Are you saying that Canelo has more of the American market than Deontay Wilder? I said as a heavyweight. Riddle me that. Why are we connecting Canelo, a middleweight, with a heavyweight? I said that Wilder has the American market amongst all heavyweights. That is something that you cannot argue with, homie. Heavyweights. I didn't say he was the face or the cash cow. I said amongst these all active heavyweights, no one will sell a pay-per-view like Wilder. That's what I mean by the American market. I'm not saying he's the cash cow, cousin. I'm not saying he's the face of boxing. We not going down that road. I'm saying amongst heavyweights, who pulling more than Wilder in America? That's what I want to know. You know what I'm saying? Tell me. You're not convincing anyone, bro. You really trying to justify him turning down their money. You bugged out. Well, then once again, you ain't answering my question. I answered your point. Answer my point of why don't you seem to understand about betting on yourself? Why is that concept not being able to be understood? Let me ask you this, Angel Santos. So if Wilder would have went on DAZN, will his fight camp numbers have been what they have been? If Wilder had went to DAZN, will he be able to be shown in primetime television on Fox? Like, you know what I'm saying? Right after football games and like primetime television to the American market. What good outside of the financials, far as for his brand or for his what good would it have done him? They wouldn't have shown him here, bro. You wouldn't have seen him nowhere. Look at Canelo, bro. Since he went to DAZN, I ain't seen him. You barely see Canelo. If you ain't on YouTube, you ain't gonna know shit about Canelo. So I'm trying to figure out like where I mean, I'm not trying to convince nobody. Like I told you, everybody, this is old news, bro. Everybody dug in their opinions too far deep at this point. I'm trying to provide clarity. You know what I'm saying? You gotta make shit clear because too many people out here twisting the fucking facts. You know what I mean? Muhammad Ali should have dipped in and dipped out. I think it was only a 3-fight deal, but if he continues to win, maybe he'll get 200 mil for a 2-fight deal against AJ, provided he wins his rematch. You count the 2 AJ fights with the Tyson Fury fight, bro. Like those are big financial fights for Wilder going to make money regardless. That's what y'all don't. If he continues to win, he makes money regardless. Huge amounts of money, regardless. The difference is he also has the freedom to go with it. That's the deal. All money ain't good money. But you know, and I don't want to get too far away from this, man, is that I get it from some of y'all, bro. Like I said, man, that's a lot of money. On the outside looking in, 120 million, especially when you know the story of fighters after boxing. It's like, yo, bro, how you know? So I get how some of y'all can understand that, but you got to understand the concept of just saying, I think I can make that better. I think that I can, if I believe in me, I can make this deal better myself. How can you not respect that, bro? It's fucking respect worthy. You know what I'm saying? All day. That's some man G shit, man. Real talk. Real talk. Tyson Fury got more deals and more money per fight here in the States. Fury came up big time. Off the whose name though? And who is he getting all of these deals? Why is he getting all of this attention? Why? What is the one thing that came into Tyson Fury's life that made him boss up this way? They never wanted him before. I never seen Bob Arum make a play for him before. Why is that? Oh, Deontay Wilder. The notion of having a fight upcoming with Deontay Wilder is getting Tyson Fury all this attention. I don't know about all this attention because his fight numbers are trash. So I don't even know what the hell you talking about, truth be told. It definitely ain't really referring into the ring. The man fight numbers are trash. Trash. So you saying he getting more? Tyson Fury got more deals and more money per fight here in the States. Fury came up, bro. He got that shit because he's supposed to fight Deontay Wilder. So let me ask you this question: who really got that deal, Fury or Wilder? Like I said before, prior to Wilder coming into Fury's life or fighting him, Fury was shopping around this. He was trying to get down with Eddie Hearn. He wasn't even sure if he was going to be down with Frank Warren. Fury was lost in the fucking sauce until Wilder came and provided some direction for his damn career. Call it like it is. Because prior to that, he was fighting the unknown of boxing, begging Eddie Hearn for a deal. We seen the text. Calling Anthony Joshua behind the scenes, trying to do a fight with him without Eddie Hearn. Oh, he was doing desperate shit until Deontay Wilder came and provided clarity and direction for his career. So give props what props are due, homie. That's all I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Ambaya says, fight camp numbers. What about 120 million and undisputed? Hey man, like I told you, hey, unbiased. Like I told you, that's his decision. I can't say if it was right or wrong. You can't say if it was right or wrong because you don't have a contract in front of you. You don't know what he got offered from Showtime because they never let the details out. So you don't know. You don't know what he got. You don't. We do know he ain't got 120 million, and I will give you that shit. But at the end of the day, you don't know what he signed, bro. Yeah, there is something that kept him there. What kept Anthony Joshua on the other side for the 50 million? Something kept him there. Y'all want to just go around and play the blame game. But these are fighters. And all fighters are controlled in one way or another. What kept both men from accepting the biggest purses of their career? That's the question you need to ask. Both men did it, bro. We tend to forget that. We tend to forget that because 120 is a bigger number than 50. But both men did it. You know what I'm saying? Both men did it. Not a hustler, man. You gotta, bro. If you gotta have a hustler mentality to really understand what Wilder is doing. You got to. Anybody that don't understand truly don't. Cause ain't not one hustler in the world, and not one that ain't willing to bet on themselves first. You put me in the right situation, I'm gonna make that bitch work. That's the mindset. And it's a respectable one. It's risky. It's a gamble. It may not work out. It might do. But that's just the decision that I made. That's the decision that I'm standing on. That's the decision that makes me me and you. Because you rather take money and I rather make money. There's a difference. Andrew Santos says gambling is financial Russian roulette. Hey, bro. Hey, Andrew. Hey, Andrew. One thing I'm not going to say, homie, is that the stakes are not high. And it can backfire. But it can pay off. But if you're going to acknowledge the fact that it can go wrong, and yeah, he can lose out on a lot of money left on the table, you also got to acknowledge the fact that it can go right. And that's the possibility that a lot of people are just blocking out and blinding themselves with. It can go right too. You did. Like I say, man, Tyson Fury, we don't know how that situation gonna play itself out. You don't know what the price tag gonna be once Wilder get past Fury. You don't know what he got to do. He will demand from them now on an even playing field with the heads of Tyson Fury, Luis Ortiz, Bermane Stiverne, the first version of Bermane Stiverne, on his wall. Come on, man. Come on. Red Thomas says, main man, most people have never been on they self, so they couldn't understand, homie. I'm preaching French to Italians, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that's that's why I say I totally get that. I've looked at this story long enough and seen people's reactions long enough to just know that some people just won't understand. Some people just not gonna get it because they see this money and they like, oh, that money right there, I'm touching it. Not thinking that maybe I can make that bag bigger. You dig? Maybe I can make that money without nearly as many hands in my pocket. Maybe I can get that money and be more and have more control over this particular money. It's a long route. It's a longer route. It's not the short route. It's the longer route and a much harder route. And this is why he deserves respect for this decision. You know what I'm saying? All day. Unbiased says, I don't agree, but it's all love. Man, oh, hey, Unbiased, you know it's all love. Everybody that hear the sound of my voice, check out the homie Unbiased or Biased Boxing Talk. Cool cat right there, man. We always have disagreements, but it's always all love. He the type of cat I definitely respect. Very, very knowledgeable dude right there, man. Check him out. You know what I'm saying? Man knows his boxing all day. Knows his boxing all day. You know what I'm saying? Oh, Lord. Ronnie Boy Fresh say, look here, Slim. He fighting in an empty MGM and selling less than 300,000 pay-per-views. So who is he? Who is all of these folks seeing him? Hey, Ronnie Boy. And I'm going to tell you the same way that I just told Angel. I'm not saying he the biggest boxer, homie. I'm not saying he the biggest cash cow. I'm saying amongst heavyweights, man. And that matters because the heavyweight division is the most paid attention to division. So if he as a heavyweight has the American market, man, come on, man. And we all can at least acknowledge that Wilder, before Anthony Joshua or Tyson Fury or who else, even Andy Ruiz, any of them, you know what I mean? He has the American market, more of the American market than any of them. And that's all I'm trying to say. And when he has that, that's a very valuable thing that he feel like, look, I'm gonna hold on to. And I'm not gonna let them win this right now. And when it's time to really collect, I'm gonna do it. Hold on to it, Wilder. We got your back, homie. Hold on to us. This is the reason why he the people's champ. This is the reason why he walks amongst the people and talks amongst the people. Because he knows I need you. I need more of you. And the more I get, the more powerful I am. Because the zone don't got you. That's what it's all about. And that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Let's see. D-Lo 44 Boxing says the zone doesn't have the US market. I'm saying it. Even with Canelo. Not at all. Not at all, bro. You know, and that's what people don't seem to realize, man. Like, bro, on the heavyweight level, in order for them to really take up, they need what Wilder's bringing. Canelo brings a lot of Mexicans and Mexican Americans. But how much is what? You don't know where really his core support is coming. Is a lot of that coming from, you know, the zone don't let out numbers. So we don't know where the subscription base of Canelo is really coming from. We don't know if it's coming from here in America, but he also has a TV Azteca deal in Mexico. So I take that back. So maybe they don't even stream in Mexico now that I think about it. No, because he has a TV Azteca deal, and that's worth millions of dollars right there. So, you know, they may be pulling from America, but still, that's just one demographic, bro. You know what I mean? I want to know what Canelo's crossover appeal is like. It takes things like that to win over the entire market. You know what I'm saying? Ron is right. Ron is right. But y'all killing me, man. Y'all killing me. Jeffrey DeRozan, salute, fam. What up with you, man? He say the understanding should be Wilder didn't like the deal. And that's all that matters. Agreed. And that's why I tell him, Jeffrey, you know, a lot of y'all have never looked at this contract. And most importantly, Showtime, as well as no one on Wilder's team, when they made that deal, never let the terms out. None of us truly know, Jeffrey, none of us truly know how much money technically Deontay Wilder makes because the deal terms were never let out. All we know is the reported purses, which we all know is BS. I mean, they got reported in the first fight that him and Ortiz, what he made like 1.2 million as a purse, and Ortiz was like 500,000. And we know damn well that they didn't get paid that much money. I mean, that low amount of money. So we don't know what the final numbers look like, man. Everybody guessing. If Anthony Joshua out here making big deals, salute to him and good for him, man. Because at the end of the day, though he is a rival or a foe of Wilder's, at the end of the day, he's still a fighter. And I root for all fighters. And I want them all taken care of well after boxing. So good for him that he's getting that money. Good for Canelo. Good for them. But they ain't Wilder. They ain't Wilder. And Wilder prefers to go another route. And I respect that route. You know what I'm saying? Dilo 44 Boxing says Wilder is like Fury's godfather or stepdad. Man, he blessed that man. Put olive oil on his forehead, homie. You know what I'm saying? I got Renee Box Young in the building. What up, fam? You say, yep. Even when Tyson acts like a big clown, weak numbers in his fights. Exactly. Tyson can do all of that clown shit, wear the funniest outfits he want. It is not translating at the box office. You ain't doing something right. Ain't nobody believing your big jolly ass. You know what I'm saying? Simple. But what he is doing is hopefully building more momentum for the Wilder fight. Now I will say that. I think Wilder's doing the best momentum by actually fighting Luis Ortiz. We seen Tyson Fury has not took a chance since he's really left since the Wilder fight. Otto Wallin was not supposed to be that kind of fight. It's Wilder continuously getting knockouts, taking risks. That's really building the Fury fight. But his clown shit, him running around in different color suits, him being on WWE or whatever the fuck, I guess that's his way of building up the fight because he ain't doing crap in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Ronnie Boy Fresh says, one thing for sure, those Nevada Commission athletic numbers don't lie. They got to report what the pay-per-view live gate and purses look like, and it ain't going close to 30 M's. Yo, man, but hey, look, you still, but Ronnie Boy, you still don't know, bro. You still don't know, man. I'm not saying he gonna get what he was gonna get in the DAZN deal. I'm not saying that. I told y'all he may have to take a little bit less, but according to everything, every publication, anything that's written about this, according to everything, Showtime or whoever was supposed to have been giving him a deal in the same ballpark. That's all I know. Wilder agreed. That's all I know. And he has freedom because we see him fighting on multiple networks. And that's all I know. And he's happy. And he's paid. The man got zip lines in the back of his house. The man be zip lining across Lake Minnetonka. You know what I'm saying? He be scuba diving in his backyard. So he got money. I don't know, man. I don't know, Mo. I don't know, Mo. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, I'm biased. Ron Boy giving me, that's my homie, man. He giving my man, he flaming my man Wilder today. And Ron Boy, I didn't even know you was anti-Wilder, homie. I didn't know you was against Deontay Wilder. It's all good, you know what I'm saying? But I didn't even know that. But damn, Mo, like, nah, man, you gotta understand where he coming from, man. You gotta understand where he coming from. Angel Santos says, Wilder should have done the deal 3 fights and bounced and had his own promotional company. I mean, easier said than done, man. 3 fights then bounce. I mean, I like I said before, and I can't say if this is right or wrong. Wilder at the time, and I remember him and his team bringing up at the time, they did want to know and have some more clarity into what these fights were going to make and into exactly what AJ was going to make. And this is the type of information that was left out that they wanted to know. They wanted to make sure that they wasn't getting shortchanged. And clearly, by them being reluctant to show these numbers to them, they felt as though that they were being shortchanged. And this fight was they were getting underpaid in one way or another. And most importantly, they had no freedom. I mean, come on. Come on. You know, man. I seen my homie Bright Lights up in this joint, man. Oh, here it is. Hey, what up, Bright Lights? Bright Lights DMV in the building. What up, fam? Hey, yo, Kirk Cousins gambled and it paid off big time. Exactly. Exactly. Look at Kirk Cousins over in Minnesota. Fat contract, getting the job done. You know what I'm saying? Putting up good numbers. It paid off. And sometimes it always doesn't go that way. It doesn't always go that way. Hey, Ronnie Boy Fresh say, I'm definitely playing the blame game. This Joker don't have my bank account and the boxing public's bank account in his best interest. Dot. Now, clearly, what Ronnie Boy Fresh ain't happy about is paying the $75 for the Ortiz and Wilder 2 fight. You know what I mean? Look, man, in order for the man to, I guess, yeah, we all know what this is about. We ain't stupid as boxing fans, right? You know that the price been hacked up to cover the cost of the boxes. We know this. You know what I mean? And all I can tell you is, I'm with you a little bit. I'll be honest with you. I think back on all the PBC pay-per-views, and I'm like, damn. But when it comes to my heavyweight champion, bro, and I mean, this may be why I differ from most. I gotta support him, man. I gotta support him. I may not buy no other show all year long, man. I gotta buy the one for the American heavyweight champion, man. That's just who I am, though. I feel you out with the $75 and all that stuff. It is expensive. It's the holiday season. You know, Bama's ain't trying to fork out that extra $75 if you ain't got to, but it is what it is, man. And to support Wilder just because, I want to see him take over this game, and I know it's going to require support from us. And sometimes for us to dig deep in the pockets, you know what I'm saying? We got to do what we got to do, you know what I mean? And I'm down with it. And I know I can understand a lot of y'all who ain't, though. Trust me on that one, you know what I'm saying? I can't even really argue with you there on that one right there, homie. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Fury out here selling sparring sessions in front of 3,000 folks. Exactly. Man, he barely even sweating, man. Man, he warming up. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. Ronnie Boy D'Lo say, man, Fury getting over like a fat rat. Yeah, he getting over, man. And he's doing it all on the back and the premise of knowing that he has an upcoming fight with Deontay Wilder. And Deontay Wilder gave him one of the most exciting fights of his career. It's the only way he did it. He need to be cutting my man in on the cut. Wilder need to be getting 25% of that, homeboy. Send that on over him. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting that deal on your own. You ain't get that deal on your own. You ain't getting all them deals on your own. No one even knows you, cousin. You barely selling tickets. Man, send 25% to Deontay Wilder all day. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Last of a Dime Breeze says, bright lights, facts, Kirk Cousins came off all day. He truly did, man. Unbiased Boxing Talk says, Wilder has made his name bigger, though, and I will give him that. Yeah, and you got to give him that, homie. I stopped through your live early, and I heard y'all talking about that, man. And I saluted you in the comment section, man. You got to, even if you are critical of Deontay Wilder, the one thing you got to say is the man name has risen. It has came up a couple notches. You know what I'm saying? And amongst, like I said before, all active heavyweights, no one has better name recognition here in the American market than Deontay Wilder. And that is a valuable tool that he needs to hang on. But his name is the Tyson Fury fight. Come on, man. We all got him. That upped him. That upped him big time. Even in the Dominique Brazil fight, given that they had so much animosity towards another, and we seen that animosity is genuine. That storyline even helped him, man. He's been acting. He's been on all kinds of shows. I mean, look, you can't say the man ain't putting the effort in, and it's paying off. Let's see what these fight numbers look like, though. You know what I'm saying? Let's see what they look like. Angel Santos says, ain't nothing shameful in that. Fury is a hustler, just like Steven Espinoza hustled Wilder to stay loyal. Yeah, well, I don't know how about you. You know what? I will admit, Tyson Fury is hustling, bro. I can't even deny that. Someone was dumb enough to actually get this man all of this leeway to do all the shit he's done. Bob Arum was actually stupid enough to do this. Now, I'm sure they're going to recoup a lot of that money back, but at the end of the day, man, and then it was also rumored that they blew a lot of the money this year's budget on Tyson Fury, and you're right. And they not getting no return on the money, clearly, because his numbers at the fights are garbage. So, I mean, he a hustler, bro, and he hustling them maybe. I don't know. Even if he loses to Deontay Wilder, Tyson Fury going to win? All this money he making, allegedly making? I don't know if any truth of that. Allegedly making? Shit, he hustling, homie. I can't even deny that, bro. He is definitely hustling, man. For Ben Media in the building. What's up, fam? How you doing, man? How you doing? They said Wilder should have taken the 12 mil. He bet on himself, and a year later, he got offered 120 mil. He bet on himself again. So let's see how it works out. Man, that is the comment of the day. I could not agree. Bro, I'm glad you hit that point right there, man. Every time that Wilder has postponed whichever deal, whether it was the 12, the 15, the 50, the whatever, every time he's done that, the number has always increased. I can't, bro, that is the point of the day. What happens now? Did it all the way up to 40 for the AJ fight. Where does it go to now? If Wilder beats Fury, beats Luis Ortiz, especially in beautiful, devastating fashion, what does it do for him then? What did the price go to then? You see what I'm saying, fight fans? Betting on yourself. Because with every single knockout, with every single victory, the price goes up and up and up. It's a gamble. Could it all come crashing down? Yes. But could he win a big? Could he really win big? Yes. The answer is yes too. So this is what I'm saying, man. That is, bro, that is the point of the day right there, man. Pedo Fresh Goodbye. What up, fam? Oh, what's up with you, man? Where you been, homie? Where you been? You know what I'm saying? What's good, man? Man, just heard AJ getting 85 mil. Sounds like he getting ready to cash out. I got Ruiz for the 9th round KO. Salute from Brooklyn. Salute to Brooklyn all day, man. Salute to Brooklyn, man. Yeah, I heard some chatter about that, man, and if that is the case, you know what I mean, which, and I'll talk more about that. I'll elaborate more on that in another video. If he is getting 85 million, bro, like salute to AJ for getting that motherfucking money, first off. And I ain't mad at that, bro. I mean, talk about hustling. You know what I'm saying? Like this dude built his brand up to that point where he can clock 85 million for one fight. You can't do nothing but respect it. I respect that, man. I respect hustling, bro. I respect when somebody come off, when they bet on themselves. And AJ even betted on himself. Look, we just got finished talking about the 50 million. Well, he turned down 50 million that he asked for, or 50%. And now look at it. 85 million. Because why? He betted on himself. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Damn, son. Oh, man. And that's, you know, I mean, this is the reason y'all ain't heard me bring up the $50 million recently. I mean, when I'm hearing the numbers that he got coming out, this is the decision that AJ made. Now, I was ragging on him heavy around that time, but that was prior to the rest of these deals starting to come out. And I see he clocking numbers. So good for him. He did what was best for him. Like Wilder did what was best for him. You know what I mean? But according to my man, Ronnie Boy Fresh, they need to bring the price of those pay-per-views down, man. I got to get up out of here, Holmes. You know what I'm saying? It was a nice chat right here, man. Wilder and the 120 million. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we dug all up in this right here, man. This was a very, very good topic. To talk about, man. A quick hit, man. That's all it was, man. I mean, no, like say for example, about, you know what I mean, that participated to an important point of view that participated. You know what I mean? Let nobody be misunderstood. You are more than to disagree with me. You are more than allowed than to come at me and challenge me on what I'm saying. I love that. And it's always going to be still all love. You know what I'm saying? This video should prove exactly what I'm talking about. I don't mind. And every point of view provides a, believe it or not. So salute to y'all, man. Enjoy the rest of y'all day. I'll catch up with y'all, man. It's been real. I salute to everybody that caught this live. Salute to everybody that catches this on the playback. I'll catch up again with y'all real soon, man. To the next video. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't. Hit the thumbs up on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Much love to each and every one of y'all. And to the next one, man. Peace out.